What's good, everybody? This is the one and only GM, and today for this video I want to talk about how was it to be a pro in the FGC. How was it to be a top player in the FGC? How was it from when I was a scrub to like a more known player? So that's what I'm gonna do for this video. I'm gonna talk about these things, all right? So basically, when I became a top player, everybody started treating me differently. Everybody. When I was a scrub, people would talk to me here and there, not really, but I get ignored a lot, even when it comes to trying to have sessions and stuff. But when I became a top player, everybody wanted to be my friend. Everybody wanted to play me. People wanted to quote unquote help me. It was a lot of changed personalities when they came. There was people that never talked to me before that out of nowhere they wanted to talk to me and be my friend too. It was a very strange time. Traveling to tournaments is always kind of stiff because, you know, it's long trips, and then you get to the tournament, you got to play in pools, and then you wake up the next day and play in the top 8. And then from there, you know, you go from there. You know what I'm saying? Winning the tournaments was okay, right? You get a little trophy and you get a little prize money. Back then, they used to give you just straight up cash. But now they give you like some kind of, they make you sign something. You got to wait a couple of months before you get your money. So that's how you get paid in tournaments now. You got to wait a little bit. Before, it was just straight up cash in your face, which is better, you know. Especially if you don't have a lot of money. You went there with your little money to go over there. So it was like that when it came to winning tournaments, right? But they definitely treat you differently when you become a top player. Basically, when I was a top player, I was practicing a lot, like 3 hours a day, 4 hours a day, and I would just sit in training mode all day. I used to go to every single local, every single tournament close by. I was just grinding. I was going everywhere, and it was very, very tiring. And not a lot of money was being made doing all of that. I was grinding a lot for so small amount of dollars. It was kind of ridiculous. When I think about it, I probably could have been doing something else to be getting way more money than all the time I was using traveling, going to locals 24/7. It was a big grind, and it takes a lot of time and years off of you to do it. So that's basically how it was to be a top player. Train every single day, go to every single local, then try to go to majors. The majors were the hardest thing to go to because majors are the most expensive because you got to pay hotel to have a place to stay, and hotels are very expensive. And then you have to get a flight, which was also expensive, and you have to get food for the whole weekend, and then registration was like 100 and up. So you were spending bread to go to these tournaments. These tournaments is not meant for no FGC competitor that just grinding out here doing tournaments. It's not. Is really not. So I used to take the alternatives of doing the long bus trips, because the bus trips is like $50–60 round trip. That saves a lot. And then I used to have friends and I used to stay at their house at these tournaments. So, and a lot of these people only let me stay at their house because I was a top player and they could play with me. You know what I'm saying? They could have sets with me and stuff like that. So that was one of the benefits of being a top player, is that some people will house you and they'll let you play with them just because you're a top player. So if you was not a known player, they wasn't going to let you do that. So it's kind of rough out there with that. You know what I'm saying? So it was a lot of grinding. The payouts are whack. When it came to like sponsorships and stuff, it was really rough because that time nobody really cared about Tekken. And I'm going to be real. The only times I ever got sponsored was because I was friends with somebody that was super popular. So they will hook me up and tell the sponsor about me. It literally never had to do anything with being good at the game or placing. It was literally just because of who I knew. That's all it is. It's about who you know. It's not about who you win or how you win or who you beat or whatever. It's literally about who you know. So that's every sponsorship I've ever gotten was literally because, hey, I'm friends with Justin Wong. Justin Wong told Evil Geniuses that I'm good. That's it. That's basically it. So it's a lot about who you know and not what you place. But the grind was really rough, man. Like I said before, there was such low payouts. And then you basically got to use that same payout to go to the next tournament. And I didn't make content back then. I was just playing as a pro. So being a full-time pro is not it, guys. It's really not it. It's like it's so hard to monetize off of something like that without streaming. And then when you start streaming every day and making content every day, you just get tired and you get lazy and you don't want to go anywhere. That's how I am now. Like, I stream and make so much content that I don't even want to go to no events or travel or nothing like that, because I already work mad hard. What I look like grinding out there, spending mad money to try to like win something that I don't really care about anymore, because it's too much grinding, you know, because I grinded a lot for years traveling and competing, and now I'm grinding a lot for content. And of course, the content pays a lot more, is a lot better to do. Like I said, though, competing is rough. There's a lot of traveling, a lot of money spending. You're not going to really have time to do what you want neither. Nowadays, the way that things are is you got to it's pretty much self-funded everything unless you sponsored. As you can see, most of the pros that are winning now are all sponsored players, all of them. Like, technically, if you're not sponsored, you could go everywhere if you have a lot of money. But, you know, what I'm trying to say by this is, by being a pro only, you're not going to be able to do this unless you get lucky and go to a couple of tournaments and then you just get sponsored off the back, like mad fast, and then you set for good. That, you know, that could work out for you, but that doesn't happen to everybody. You know, there's a lot of normal people that won't happen to. But yeah, a lot of people treated me differently when I was a pro. A lot of people used to use me a lot too. They used to like, hey, I can help you. But it's kind of like they wanted something out of me. Like they saw money signs when they looked at me. So I can help you, but, you know, I want this and that off of you. Or they'll act too nice and let you stay in the place. And they'll be like, hey, you stayed here. You know you need to give me this amount, right? And at the end of the day, it's kind of one of those things. It's like, yo, you thought these people were just being nice to you. But, you know, they just straight up tell me, yo, you need to give me this and that. That's just how the FGC is. FGC is all about money, which is crazy because a lot of these dudes are broke. A lot of these dudes don't have money. So I would not even take anybody's kindness, because they're not being, especially if you're a top player, these dudes are not being kind. They just want bread or they want sun out of you because they see dollar signs. So as a top player, I would suggest people to be very, very careful who you trust and just stick to yourself in this community, because people are out here to gain something from everybody. I know it the hard way. You know, in my situations, people wanted certain things. Hey, you can stay with me. Hey, I can do this for you. Well, you need to give me this amount. And then I'll be like, no. Be like, oh my God, you stole from me. You took from me. Rude. A lot of these people will try to help you. Imagine you stream, right? And people donate money to you. And then after a while, they be like, yo, I donated this much amount of money, man. I need you to give me this. That's how these people be working, man. They be working like that. So being a top player for me was whack. It was whack. There was too many people trying to use me. I wasn't really making bread like that. People would switch on you mad quick. You get first place in the tournament, then you get like fifth in another one. They'll switch on you. They don't rock with you no more. A lot of rumors get spread too, especially because, you know, people just start spreading rumors. It was just a whack time, bro. I spent a lot of money. I did a lot of long trips, buses, a lot of toxic people. It was just whack. So I know a lot of you dudes been beasting for the G to come back. But from all my experiences, bro, I don't miss none of that. I don't miss none of that. So I would just suggest you to stop begging me, because I'm just telling y'all from my experiences. It wasn't fun. I went to the CEO tournament before. Somebody put some in my drink. I landed in the hospital. Was knocked out. Almost died from that. You know what I'm saying? I have a lot of crazy tournament experiences, bro. A lot of crazy tournament experiences. You know, there's been a tournament that I won before for Tag 2 that they promised me a free flight to go to the final round. I won. Months later, dude was like, well, you didn't remind me that we were supposed to give you a free flight. So we ended up just giving you registration. Yeah, FGC be doing people dirty like OD. And like what happened in DreamHack with the JDCR AK joint. That was grimy. DreamHack should have just gave the match to JDCR, especially since he had the winning combo. So a lot of grimy stuff be happening. Like me with ESL, they didn't even let me play, even though I qualified for top 8. There's a lot to the FGC, more than what people know. There's a lot of grimy stuff that to me is just it's not worth playing unless you're super protected by the community. Like if you're super protected by the community and you got nothing to worry about, then you know, you should be alright. But if you got no friends and you know, there's nobody looking out for you and they just expect you to go out there and do your own thing with no help, it's not worth it. So I just made this video to express myself on what pro gaming is like. It's only cool if you sponsor, making money, and got friends to help you. If you're doing this on your own, struggling on your own, just do you. Don't listen to these people, because at the end of the day, people just want to get entertained. They don't care what happens to you or what you've been through. That's what I learned the hard way. So I appreciate everybody checking out my video. Check out my streams. I'm gonna keep making videos, vlogs like this, talking about all types of stuff. And yeah, that's how it was being a pro. I can't front. My best experiences were MOG, because they treated me like a pro, and going to Europe was really cool. They treated me nice, they housed me, and they respected me. They were really nice to me. So those are the best times as a pro. Anything else was trash to me. I did not enjoy it, and I do not miss it. But you know, shout out to everybody that still does and has fun, but it's not for me. But on that note, peace out and take care, ladies.